Welcome everyone. So I spend a lot of time going through crypto content, like a lot, and the pattern is always the same. It's either some guy explaining consensus mechanisms for 40 minutes straight, or it's just thinly disguised promo for whatever project is paying him that week. Both are kind of useless. Anyway, the market lately has been pretty brutal across the board. Most tokens are just slowly grinding down, but there are a few that are moving differently, and Hyperliquid has been one of the more interesting ones to watch. Hype token specifically, and the whole staking side of it. I've been stress testing DeFi platforms for a few years at this point, and I've got a pretty clear sense of what actually holds up and what doesn't. So let me just show how this whole thing works in practice. And look, before I get into the theory behind any of this, I want to go through the hands-on part first, because the way a platform actually functions tells more about the people who built it than anything else. All right, first thing is logging in. I press start here, and the platform gives a few different ways to authenticate, going with what I usually use.
Good, so right at the top, my account status. That's basically the running total of hype in my wallet combined with everything earned from staking. Below that, APY and daily yield, both sitting right there on the dashboard. And there's also full history of the portfolio going back to when I started. I'll get into that a bit later though. Okay, so Rewards tab. This is basically a log of what came in and when. Can see the daily accruals going back several days, pretty easy to read through. So to actually stake, going into this section, here I add the amount I want to stake and then press stake. Good, transactions confirmed and my positions updated. The protocol takes it from there. Rewards just start building up on their own, nothing to touch. Now, I've had this running long enough that there's a solid amount of rewards sitting, so I want to show what pulling them out looks like. So here I switch to unstake. Amount goes in here, and right below that, there's a clear breakdown of the rate and transaction details. Then I hit unstake. Okay, done. My position's updated. Just letting the protocol finalize it now, and tokens should arrive in my wallet within a few minutes.
Okay, so while that's going through, let me break down theoretical concept. So Hyperliquid is its own standalone blockchain, not built on top of Ethereum, not a fork of something else. It's built from scratch, specifically for trading and on-chain finance. And I mean, that's actually a big deal because most DeFi protocols are running on shared infrastructure, which means shared congestion, shared fees, and shared problems. Hyperliquid sidesteps all of that. The consensus layer is called HyperBFT, and in simple terms, it means transactions settle almost instantly. So when rewards come in, they're not sitting in some queue for an hour, they just land. Now, when hype gets staked, those tokens go toward validators. Validators are the machines running the network, processing every transaction on the chain.
And stakers get back a share of the fees the network collects from trading activity. Hyperliquid moves serious volume daily, so the fee revenue is real. And the staking setup is non-custodial, meaning the tokens stay in the wallet the whole time. The protocol just works with them. And I've been at this for a while now, and what keeps standing out isn't some big APY headline. It's just things working the way they're supposed to. Rewards come through on time, interface is clean, unstaking doesn't turn into a whole ordeal, and for a DeFi platform, that's honestly a higher bar than most people realize. I've run through a lot of similar projects over the years. Some had solid tech but terrible UX, some looked polished but broke under pressure. This one's been consistent. From a technical standpoint, it's one of the cleaner builds I've worked with. And at the end of the day, that's the first thing I check before putting any real position into something. Thanks for being here.